Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुह।
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Today, inshallah, we will learn the lesson number 26 of the book Durusul Lughatul Arabiya, book 2. In this lesson, we will learn the following. We have learned that most Arabic verbs have only 3 letters. Most of the Arabic verbs, they have only 3 letters, which are called radicals. We call them radicals. The first radical is called fa. Second radical is called ain. And the third radical is called lam. So these are the 3 radicals. These names are taken from the verb fa'ala. These names are taken from the verb fa'ala, which has taken as an example for all verbs. So fa'ala is taken as an example for all the verbs. Today we will learn about the mu'attal. Mu'attal or weak. If one of 3 radicals is waw or ya, if one of the 3 radicals is waw or ya, the verb is called al-mu'attal. The verb is called al-mu'attal, or we can say weak. If the first radical is waw or ya, if the first radical is waw and ya, the verb is called al-mu'attal al-fa, al-mu'attalul fa'i. We call it al-mu'attalul fa'i. So its meaning is weak of fa radical. This is weak of fa radical. And it is also called al-misalu. And we call it al-misal, or we call it misal. If the first radical is a weak letter, we will call it misal. If the second radical is a weak letter, waw or ya, the verb is called al-mu'attalul ain. The verb is called al-mu'attalul ain, or we can say it weak of ain. And we also call it a jawaf. We also call it a jawaf. If the second radical is a weak letter, or if the second radical is waw or ya, then we call it al-mu'attalul ain, or we call it a jawaf. And if the third radical is waw and ya, if the third radical is waw or ya, then we call it al-mu'attalul lami, weak of lam. and it is also called nakis. We also call it nakis. And if two radicals are weak, if two radicals are weak, then we call it al-lafifu. In this lesson, we will learn only about the misal. In this lesson, we will learn only about the misal and about the nakis. We will learn in the next lesson. And in the misal, we have example only for verb having vav. The first radical is vav. Wakafa, wazana, wada'a. Wakafa, he stopped. Wazana, he waved. And wada'a, he placed. Here the first letter, first radical is vav. First radical is vav and first radical is weak letter. So it is misal. The first radical is a weak letter. So we will call it misal. There is an abnormality in the mudare of the misal. So when we change this misal into the mudare, the first radical vav is lost in the mudare. Waqafa, wazana, wada'a, their first letter vav will lost in the mudare. So when we will change into the mudare, wazana will change into yazinu. Wazana will change into yazinu, and this vav first letter we have lost in the mudare. So this yazinu, which is originally yauzinu, which is originally yauzinu, because vav is a weak letter, and that's why we have deleted this vav. So it becomes yazinu. The weak letters, we can delete them. Yauzino is difficult to pronounce, so we just simply delete the vav and it becomes yazinu. Same like the yajlisu. And after the omission of vav, it becomes yazinu. Same with the other wakafa fail madi, and from wakafa it becomes yaukifu. And vav is weak letter, so we deleted this vav in the fail mudari. So it becomes yakifu. So yakifu is original. The original form is yakifu, and from yakifu we deleted the vav and it becomes yakifu. Same with the wajada, yajidu. It was originally yaujidu. It was originally yaujidu. So what we learn in the misal, the vav we delete in the mudare. If the first radical is vav, then this vav we will delete in the mudare. Like wada'a, yada'u. So it was yauda'u. It was Yahudau, and we deleted this waw. And the Amr of Tazinu will be sin. We will delete the harful mudare and we will give spoon to the last letter. So it will become zin. And we will not add Hamzatul Wasal. Hamzatul Wasal, we will not add here because the first letter is already have a haraka. If the first letter is with the spoon, then we add Hamzatul Wasal. No Hamzatul Wasal is needed at the beginning as the verb doesn't commence with the spoon. Same with the Tada'u, the. We deleted harful mudare and we give it spoon, so it becomes da. Da means place. So this is a way how we will change the verb from fail madi to fail mudare if the first radical is a weak letter. If the first radical is a weak letter, then these changes undergo in the verb in the fail mudare. Here you can learn more about this. The verb with one weak letter, waw and ya. If the first letter is weak letter, if the first letter is a weak letter, we call them al-misal, mu'talul fa or al-misal. We can call them mu'talul fa and we can call it al-misal. And this is with the waw. They are starting with the waw. We call them al-wawiyu. If a verb is starting with the waw, we will call it al-wawiyu. And if the verb is start with the ya, then we will call it al-ya'iyu. So wajada, waqafa, wahaba, qala. So this is misal. If the second radical is mu'attal, if the second radical is mu'attal or weak, then we call it al-mu'attalul ain or al-ajwaf, like qala, nama, kana. This qala was originally qawala. This qala was originally qawala. Second radical was waw and it is a weak letter. So this waw we change into the alif. This waw we change into the alif. So it become qala. Same with the nama, it was navima. And waw is a weak letter. So we change into the alif and it become nama. Same with the kana. Kana was originally kawana. And we change this waw into the alif in the fail madi. So it become kana. Their second radical is a weak letter. That's why we will call it al-ajwaf or mu'talul ain. Now we will learn about the third letter. If the third letter is a weak letter, we call them nakis. Al-mu'talul lam or an-nakis. Da'a. This was originally the awa. This was originally the awa. The last letter was waw. And this waw we change into the alif. So it become the a. Same with the afa. It was originally afawa. And same with the tala. It was talawa. This waw we change into the alif. So these are the letters. Starts with the waw. Al-misal, mu'attal ain, and mu'attal nakis. Now we will learn about the ya. If the weak letter is ya, yaisa, yaisa, yabisa, yatama, they are the verb fail madi starting with the ya. Ya is a weak letter. Ya is a weak letter. So this is misal because it is its first letter is ya. So we will say al yayu and we can call it misal. If the second radical, if the second radical Sara, in the Sara, it was Sayara. Originally, it was Sa, Ya, and Ra. This Ya is a weak letter and we change into the Alif, so it becomes Sara. Ba'a, it was originally Ba, Ya, A. It was originally Ba, Ya, and Ain. Ba, Ya, A. This Ya we change into the Alif and it becomes Ba'a. Same with the Kala, Ka, Ya, La. It was Ka, Ya, and La. Second radical was a weak letter. So this weak letter we change into the Alif. So it becomes Kala. And if the second radical is a weak letter, then we call it Al-Ajwaf. If the third radical is a weak letter with the Ya, Baka, Baka and Hada. This was originally Bakaya. There was Ya at the end. There was a Ya at the end. So this Ya we change into the Alif Maksura. This is, we call it Alif Maksura. So Ya we change into the Alif, it become Baka. Same with the Hada. Hada Ya. It was Ya there at the end. And it is now Hada. And same with the Nasiya. Now, which will go under change and which will not go, so they change. This one we will learn here. Misal with the Ya. The misal with the Ya, they don't undergo any change. This one. Yaisa, Yabisa, Yatama. If the first letter is a weak letter with the Ya, they don't undergo any change. The rest, they will change and we will learn here. Here you can see here. Wakafa. From Wakafa, it become Yakifu. It become Yakifu. Actually, this was Yaukifu. This was Yaukifu. And this weak letter Waw, we deleted in the fail mudari. And it become Yakifu. It become Yakifu. And this is asnad with humma, waqafa, yakifani, yakifa, and yakifa is mansub. So this yakifa is mansub, and this yakif is majzoom in the fi'l mudari. We have learned about the mansub and majzoom in the previous lessons. Okay. So if it is marfu with dhamma, it is mansub with fatha, and it is majzoom with the sukun. And with you, wakafa, yakifani, yakifa. Because here the noon is alam rafa. Presence of the noon is alam rafa, and mansub and majzoom, we delete the noon. This is from the group noon comes and noon goes are af'alul khamsa. You have learned about the af'alul khamsa or noon comes and noon goes group. So when there is a noon, it is marfu, and when we delete the noon, it is mansub or it is majzoom. And with the hum, waqafu, yakifuna, yakifu, and yakifu. Noon is alam rafa. Presence of the noon is alam rafa, and the omission of the noon is mansub and majzoom. Same with the here, waqafat, kifu, kifa, takif. Huma, waqafata, tafita, kifani, takifa, and takifa. So we will read the noon. We will delete the noon in mansub and majzoom. And with the hunna, waqafna, yakifna, and yakifna, because we have learned that it is mabni. It is mabni. So it don't change. So this is mabniyun. And with the second person, anta, waqafta, takifu. When marfu, it is takifu. When it is majzoom in mudare, takifa, and when it is mansub, takifa, and when it is majzoom, kif. And amr is kif. Amr is kif. We will delete. See here. Kifu, we delete the harful mudare, and we give the last radical sukun, so it becomes kif. And kif is amr. Kif is amr. So with the antuma, waqafatuma, takifani, takifa, and kifa. So kifa is its amr. Waqafatum, takifuna mudare. Noon is alam rafa here. Noon is alam rafa. So takifa. So takifuna, takifu. We delete the noon here. So it is mansub and majzoom. So kifu is its amr. Waqafti, kifina, kifi. This noon we will delete in the mansub and majzoom form. So it will become takifi, and kifi is its amr. Where the antuma, waqaftuma, kifani, and noon we will delete in the mansub and majzoom, and kifa will be its amr. And antunna, waqaftunna, and takifna, it is mabni. Takifna, and takifna is mabni, So there will be no change in it. And kifna is its amar. Ana wakaftu akifu, akifa akif, and nahnu wakafna nakifu, nakifa, and nakif. And al misalul waviyu, they go under change. If the first radical is waw, then they go under change. Its counterpart al misalul yayu doesn't undergo any change. If the first radical is ya, then there will be no change in the fi'l mudari. Here, these are the two mabnis. Yaqulna and qulna. These two are mabni we have learned. So noon is file here. Here, this noon is a file we have learned. Indicate the file attached to the verb is mutharak. And taqulna, small circle with the same color as numbered labels shows that the verb has undergone the same changes. Okay, so this taqulna and yaqulna, they go under the same changes. How it was yaqulu and na. This was yaqulu and na. So it become yaqul, and this last radical we give it spoon. Waw is spoon and lam is spoon. Waw and lam, they both have this spoon here. Waw is a weak letter, so we delete the waw and it become yakulna. Waw is a weak letter and we delete the weak letter and it become yakulna. And same thing happened with the takulna. Okay. Any of you have any question about this?
No, sir.
The next is Wulidu is the diminutive of Waladun. The diminutive form is used to indicate smaller size. We use it to indicate smaller size or for endearment, to show love for someone. If we want to show love for someone, then we also use this diminutive form. And it has a pattern of fu'ailun. It is on the pattern of fu'ailun. Like zahrun, flower, zuhairun is its diminutive. We call it, I think we call it ism tasghir. Maybe, I think. Okay. So nahrun, nuhairun, abdun, ubaidun, hasanun, husainun. When we have to show or indicate smaller size, we use this form. And if we have to show love to someone, then we also use this form, like Hasanun, Husainun. Zaharun, a flower, Zuhairun, mean a small flower. Naharun, a river, Nuhairun, we show the smallness of a river. ha huwa za. This expression is used when a person or a thing you have been looking for suddenly appears. If you have missed something and you are looking for that thing and it suddenly appears, then we say ha huwa za. If the thing is muzakkar, masculine, we will say ha huwa za. And if the thing is feminine, then we will say ha ya zi. Here I am, ha anaza. So this ha is harfe tambi. Ha anaza, here I am. And same this, we can use the other pronouns with it. We will learn in the lesson, inshallah.
Sir, what is it called? Ha anaza?
Ha anaza, here I am.
No, sir. You say harfe.
What? Ha is harfe tambi.
Yes, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Then yajibu is the mudari of wajaba. So yajibu literally means it is necessary. The meaning of yajibu means it is necessary. It should be yajibu alayna an nafhamal Qur'ana. We should understand the Quran. So we can say should be. We can use should be and its literal meaning is it is necessary. Yajibu alayna an nafhamal Qur'ana. It is necessary for us to understand the Quran. And we can say we should understand the Quran. Here the phrase an nafhama is the file of yajibu. An nafhama is masdar muawwal. An nafhama is masdar muawwal and it is file, it is subject of the yajibu. Yajibu is fail and an nafhama is its file subject. Here are some more examples. Yajibu alayka an tarjiya gadan. You should return tomorrow or you must return tomorrow. Yajiba is fail. An tarjiya is its file subject. You must return tomorrow. Yajibu alayka an tarjiya gadan. Yajibu aliyya an azhaba ila riyadil yawma. Yajiba is verb. Fail mudare. Azhaba is masdar muawwal. So masdar muawwal is file of the yajibu. Yajibu alayya an azhaba ila riyadil yawma. I must go to Riyadh today. I must go to Riyadh today. The negative particle is used with the second verb. With the second verb, the negative particle is used. Yajibu alayhi an la yakhruju min al fasli. If we want to make it negative, then the second negative particle we will use with the second verb. Yakhruja. With the yakhruja, we will use la. La is a negative particle. Yajibu alayhi an la yakhruja min al fasli. He should not leave the class. He should not leave the class. So this la negative particle we will not use with the yajibu. Okay, he should not leave the class. But la yajibu means need not. La yajibu means need not. If we use with the la with the verb yajibu, then its meaning will change. It will give the meaning of la yajibu, need not. Like la yajibu alayna an nahdura hadha darsa. We need not attend this lesson. We need not attend this lesson. So if we use this la yajibu, so it will give the meaning we need not. We have learned about the masdar, and today we will learn another pattern of the masdar. We have learned one of the pattern of the masdar. It is fu'ulun, like sujudun, khurujun, nuzulun, rukuun. Now we will learn two more patterns. Two more patterns of the masdar we will learn here. One is fa'alun, like from zahaba, zahabun. Zahabun mean going. From najaha, najahun. And from aba yaubu, iyabun. Iyabun mean return. Aba mean return. And it is on the pattern of fialun. The second is on the pattern of fialun, like iyabun. Another example is nikahun. Nakaha yankihu nikahun. It is on the pattern of fialun. Akallu. Akallu is the comparative of qalilun. It is comparative of the qalilun. And it is on the pattern of alu. So when we change into the pattern of the af'alu, it is aqlalu. It is aqlalu, like akbaru, ajmalu. So it is aqlalu. So last two radicals, they are identical. Both radicals are the same, both are the lam. So what we did, we have assimilated it to the second. So this lam we have assimilated with the other lam, and we give it shadda. When we assimilate two radicals, we give it shadda. So we give it shadda and we write two lam together. Ajnabiyun is stranger. Tazkiratu tayrati zahaban wa iyaban. Return ticket. Zahaban wa iyaban mean return ticket. Bariya yalbau balan, to swallow. Mahfazatun purse. Naqdun money, cash. Araya yaruju urujan, to ascend. Wajaba, to be necessary. Tazkira ticket. Shadidun swear. Wajada, to find. Wasala, to arrive. Kilogram. Unsa female. Wadana, to wave. Wada, to promise. Wakafa, to stand or to stop. Bintizami, regularly. Khattaun, mistake. Habibun, dear. Iyabun, return. Walaja, to enter. Wada'a, to place. Zahaban is going. Yashau, he wills. Wahaba, to grant or to give. Wahaba, to grant or to give. So this was our lesson for today, and inshallah tomorrow we will learn the lesson from the book. So any of you have any question about the book, about the lesson? About the today lesson? Any of you have any question? So lesson number 26, 27, 29 and 30, they are the very important lessons. So don't miss the class. Okay. I think you don't have any question. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.